question, we're just adding terms in a polynomial, and it's hard to read, so I'll write it out. P is one of the terms. It equals a squared plus a minus 1. And then r is another term, so I'll write that in blue just to keep track of it. R is negative a minus 1. And they want to know how would we represent the sum of these two things, P plus R. So this is a little more involved than some other simple question types like this, but the idea is nice and simple. And the idea is that a squared stands alone. We have nothing here to add to it in R. It's its own degree term. It's the second power. So there's nothing we can add it to in this equation. So our answer has to have a squared in it. And I want to move these terms over. Let's see if I can do that. Just select them and move it over. What I'm trying to do is move it so they line up. See, if I had it line up over here, it doesn't really work because the two A's have to line up and the two 1's should line up. It's just like when you're adding up for the first time and you have, let's say, 321 plus 23. We would try to take the 23 and move it so it fits, where the 2 and the 23 lines up with the 2 and the 321, because those 2's both represent the same type of value, which is number of tens, and the 3 and the 1 line up, they both represent the same type of value, which is 1's. Once you have that set up, you can just add like terms. That's the idea, and that's what's going on right down here. We don't want to add 1 and a squared because they're different types. So we're just going to add these two 1's up together. So negative 1 plus negative 1. Now, before I add that, I'm going to remind us the reason we're adding them and not subtracting them or multiplying them is because they're asking us to do P plus R. So that's everything in P plus everything in R. Negative 1 plus negative 1 is negative 2. Remember the number line. If you have a negative 1, you're adding negative 1 to it. You have down ones, and that gives us the answer, negative 2. Positive A plus negative A is nice and easy. Those are two opposites, just like positive 2 plus negative 2, or positive 3 plus negative 3. These are both 0 because the sum of any two opposites is 0. The same thing's true with A plus negative A. That has to be 0. So we have a squared plus 0 plus negative 2. I'm going to rewrite that as a squared plus negative 2, or a squared minus 2. And that's our answer right here, a squared minus 2.